What you see in this little jar is a bed bug. And we should all be looking for these when we travel, in our apartments, everywhere. They're very small. I'm here at the health unit. I'm here with Dr. Ken Deacon and Christopher Beveridge. First of all, Dr. Deacon, Ken, tell me about bed bugs. What are they? And how can people, what do they look like?
Bed bugs are about the size of long grain brown rice, except they're flat, so it's about 6 millimeters. And they're wingless. So if you see anything with wings, then you don't have to worry. It's not a bed bug. But they're really tiny, really flat. That means they can get into all sorts of really tiny spaces. And they really like to be in really tiny spaces. So it's an insect that's hard to find. But they do leave a few signs that they've been out and feeding. And one of them is, because they're blood feeders, they get rid of the liquid and the hemoglobin, which gives the red color to the blood, so they leave little blood spots when they're feeding. So if you look at sheets, of course, if you go into a hotel room, you've got clean sheets. This isn't going to help. But if you look at the sheets in the morning and you see little red blood spots everywhere, then you're probably in a room which has bed bugs.
Okay, now, Christopher, why are bed bugs so bad?
I don't know if they're bad or not, per se.
I think they're bad.
It's another part of nature, and humans have been living with bed bugs for millennia. They're just very, they reproduce so quickly, and they do bite, and those bites are itchy, which can lead to secondary infection. There's no known transmission of infectious disease, except for the secondary infection. So you could develop things like impetigo or cellulitis, other skin conditions based on the initial bite because they're so itchy.
So they're just more annoying than anything. It's not a big health concern per se. Because I think I'm a little freaked out by them. And everyone went, because I guess there was a big scare because they were all over the place in hotels in Toronto and things like that, or that's what we all heard about. So I know I check, when I go to a hotel room, I check the bed and I look around, and now you've given me another thing to look for.
Yeah, but as I said, the sheets are always going to be clean. So it's not until after a night there that you'll know. And then, of course, you'll have been bitten already.
Right. So what does a bite look like if you get bit by a bed bug? Is it like a flea?
Very much like a flea, and actually the bed bug is able to taste, and if it doesn't like you, it'll bite, and then it'll move and bite and move and bite. So one bed bug can bite you several times, and it's it's in a straight line, so it's like needle track marks, okay? And that's one of the characteristics of a bed bug. If you find that you have bites like that in the morning, and there's no chance, because fleas bite like that as well, and there's no chance that the place has fleas, then you've probably been bitten by bed bugs.
Okay, now if you get bit by a bed bug, or you know that you find bed bugs in whether it's your apartment, your hotel room, what should you do?
Really tell the person who's in charge of the facility. So if it's a hotel, certainly the hotel manager, because if they don't know, nothing will happen. So the thing that we recommend is, as soon as someone gets into their room for a hotel, for example, is to do a quick inspection of the mattress seams. Because, like as Ken was saying, the sheets will be clean, hopefully.
Move if they're not.
But the mattress will be stained with those little dots, or looking in the clock radio or the nooks and crannies around the bed. So if you see eggs or the bed bug itself in these areas, ask for a new room before you unpack. So that should be the first thing that someone does. But if you do find them after a night or two of staying there, certainly let the hotel administration know, so you can get a different room, and they can deal with the problem right away.
Now, I've always heard that you should always zip up your luggage because you don't want to carry them home with you either. You should never put your luggage on the floor, that kind of thing. Are those things that would help?
They certainly help, and in fact, using the luggage stand that's provided usually in the closet and avoiding unpacking your bag is a good way to prevent from bringing them home. So using those luggage racks, keeping your luggage in the suitcase, and even using the dry cleaning bag, or bringing your own bag and wrapping it up when you're actually in the hotel. So if there is a problem, it's not going to get into your luggage.
The other thing I'll do is, if there isn't enough space for luggage, I'll hang it from hangers in the closet. So you can, put straps through the hanger and just hang it. The bed bugs aren't likely to find it that way.
Okay, now what if you find them in your home? I really hope we never do, but.
Well, if you own your house, really you need to consult a pest control operator. And if you rent where you live, letting the landlord know so they don't get spread through the rest of the building. And then again, a pest control operator should be brought in to quickly remedy the infestation.
Okay, great.
The good news is that you don't necessarily have to use pesticides. They're really susceptible to high temperature, so 45 degrees C will kill them. And so they have steam wands that you can use around baseboards and various places where they'll be hanging out. And if you're really thorough, you can get rid of your bed bug infestation.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
Thank you both so much. And if, like we said, if you are traveling, take a look around the mattress and the creases, I guess the clock radio, anything. And they're very tiny, but you will be able to see them and you will see spots if they are there. So hopefully we've given you some information. Where can people go if they want more information?
Certainly the HealthyNet website, tbdhu.com, and then you can follow the links on our bed bug topics.
Okay, great. Thank you both so much.
You're welcome.
Stay tuned for more on Shaw TV.